So we know the whereabouts of Isaiah Chan, Sean Gathright, and at least Davion Murphy at around 10:30. Is that correct?
That's what the evidence would suggest, yes.
All right. And the only reason we don't know where Rashad Murphy is at around 10:30 is because he doesn't have a phone for you all to track.
Correct.
Alicia Andrews, however, is at the Airbnb at 10:30. Is that correct?
Or her device is at the Airbnb,
Or her
yes.
device. And her device is at the Airbnb. She also uses that device at the Airbnb, correct?
We believe so, yes.
Right. That's the photograph you showed yesterday of Alicia Andrews posting on Instagram a Pandora bracelet.
Yes.
And that was around the time of 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Yes, sir.
All right. So certainly the purpose of that was to show that Alicia Andrews was actually using her device at around that time, correct?
We believe that Alicia Andrews had control of her device at that time, yes.
All right. And so while the four boys are off at Teasers at 10:30, Alicia Andrews is at the Airbnb.
I would agree to that, yes.
So they left Alicia Andrews and went to go look or stalk Charles Jones. Is that correct?
I can't testify that what they were doing specifically other than the whereabouts of their devices, and I do know that Mr. Jones was not at Teasers at 10:30.
He wasn't. But the flyer that we looked at earlier, it has a time frame for when this party is supposed to happen at Teasers, correct?
Correct.
And the party started, was it 8 or 10 p.m.?
The hours listed on the flyer, I believe, were from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Okay. So 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. The four boys are at Teasers or around that area. At least their devices show that they're around that area. All three of them, except for Rashad, at around the same time that this party is supposed to be happening.
Yes.
And they stay in that vicinity for some time.
Approximately 30 minutes.
All right, we'll come back to that. Can we get States Exhibit 76, B5 through B7? It should be. While they're gathering the exhibit, at some point during that night, Sean Gathright begins to text an individual, correct?
Yes, sir.
He begins to text an individual named Kyla.
Kyla Enright, yes, sir.
All right. And at that time, that individual is in Orlando?
I believe that's what the messages said, yes, sir.
All right. Kyla Enright, does not know Alicia Andrews, is that correct?
I have no evidence of Enright knowing Miss Andrews, no.
All right. Kyla Enright is actually, at the time, in a relationship of some sort with Sean Gathright.
That was my understanding. I don't know specifically the details of their relationship.
All right. All right, so Sean Gathright texts Kyla Enright something to the effect of, hey, can you find out where Fat Boy is at? Because Fat Boy is with Charles Jones, is that correct?
Yes, specific, I need you to text Fat Boy. He's with Six. We believe that he was trying to solicit the address to the Airbnb where Mr. Jones was at, yes.
Okay. And Kyla Enright, from the text messages, Sean Gathright is trying to use her to figure out where Charles Jones is at that night.
Yes,
He's not using Alicia Andrews at that time period. Correct?
is Sean
Sean
Gathright
Gathright is not
texting Alicia
texting
Andrews
Alicia
at that
Andrews.
specific time? No,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Sean Gathright is not texting Alicia Andrews to figure out where Charles Jones is at, correct?
No,
Sean Gathright is not having Alicia Andrews go to the Airbnb where Charles Jones is at, correct?
Sean Gathright having Alicia Andrews go to, no, yeah, that's correct.
All right, and Sean Gathright or Isaiah Chance or anyone is not sending Alicia Andrews to any of the nightclubs by herself to go party with Charles Jones, is that correct?
At the time that Sean Gathright is doing this, he's at the Airbnb with Alicia Andrews.
At the time that Sean Gathright is texting Kyla Enright to figure out where Charles Jones is at, SeanGathright's device is in the same location as where Alicia Andrews is at.
Correct.
All right. And he's not talking to Alicia Andrews to tell her to do what he's asking Kyla Enright to do, correct?
There's no communication that we found on the phone between Sean Gathright and Alicia Andrews at the time that Sean Gathright is texting Kyla Enright.
All right. So this is the text,
Yes.
12:32
Yes.
a.m. This is after Sean Gathright and crew get back to the Airbnb from hanging out around Teasers, correct?
Correct.
All right. So he gets back, they get back. Sean Gathright sends this text to Kyla Enright. I need y'all to text Fat Boy. Correct?
Yes.
All right. And when he says y'all, is that an indication that there's one person or two people that he's speaking to?
I assume he's talking to Kyla.
All right. And then Kyla's device texts back and says about what? Is that correct?
Yes.
So Kyla's not privy to any sort of plan or plot that Sean Gathright has at this point.
It doesn't appear to be.
Sean Gathright sends another text to, or at least his device sends another text to Kyla Enright's device, correct? And it says, "Hey sis, I need you, text Fat Boy and tell him you're trying to pull up and trying to see him tonight." You see that text message?
Yes, sir, I do.
And this text message, it says, "A sis," correct?
Yes, that's what it says.
Kyla Enright is with Sean Gathright's sister, blood sister at this time, correct?
I can't recall if she told me that or not, but I don't know of that.
All right. And the device texts back and says, "He know I'm gone. I've been FT him while I'm out." You said you don't know what FT means, right?
I think it means FaceTime, but I didn't know at the time that I was asked.
Okay. So he know I'm gone. I've been FaceTiming him while I'm out. Right? So whoever is talking to Sean Gathright on Kyla's device says that she's been FaceTiming someone named Fat Boy. Correct?
That's what this would suggest.
All right. And then Sean Gathright says he in Tampa right now. RN is right now, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Sean Gathright then texts and says, "But make it seem like you don't know he there." Is that correct?
Correct.
This is at 12:36 a.m.
Correct.
All right. And so Sean Gathright is telling whoever is texting him from Kyla's device to be deceptive about her reasons for contacting Fat Boy.
It would appear so.
And then he says he at a B&B with 6. 6 stands for 6 block?
My understanding in this reference or in this context, it's specifically referring to Mr. Jones.
All right, so the he is referring to, no.
The 6
The
is
6
referring.
is referring to
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Jones. And the he is referring to Fat Boy.
Correct.
So he, Fat Boy, at B&B with 6. And of course, the B&B is for the Airbnb that Charles Jones was at prior to going to any clubs that night.
Yeah, the Airbnb where the pool party was at, yes, yes, sir.
And that was a public pool party, correct?
My understanding is that that address was not publicly broadcast, that you would have had to DM Mr. Jones. He did put out a message saying for the females, if they privately DM him, he would disclose the address, but it wasn't publicly broadcast.
Understood. So if you had the address, you were pretty much able to come to the pool party.
If Mr. Jones personally invited you through the DM process, yes.
All right. So Sean is saying to this individual, he at a B&B with 6, be like, where you at? I want to pull up. I'm drunk, and you trying to fuck.
Yes.
All right. From that message, is there any indication that Sean Gathright believes that you need a special invitation from Charles Jones to get to this pool party?
Objection, speculation.
If you know, you can answer.
I'm sorry, repeat that question?
Yeah. I'll just move on.
Okay.
And before I move on, this individual that he's telling to do this, to pretend like they're drunk and that they want to have sex with Fat Boy, that is either Kyla Enright, his girlfriend, or his sister. Is that correct?
The belief was that it was Kyla Enright because it's Kyla Enright's phone number. I interviewed Kyla Enright, and she told me she doesn't remember whether she sent these messages or not.
Okay. And then Sean Gathright says, never mind. That's at 12:39 a.m., correct?
Correct.
The person with the device, Kyla Enright's device, says, we at Tier, the club.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, you want to come to the B&B with us, correct?
Yes.
All right, so this individual is asking Sean Gathright if he wants to come to the B&B with us, with multiple people.
That's what the message reads.
All right. And then when Sean Gathright does not, oh, I'm sorry, then she or the person puts a question mark, right?
Yes.
Sean Gathright responds and says, no, I'm in Tampa. I'm trying to see where his B&B at. His is referring to Charles Jones, correct?
Correct.
And then the woman or the person on the other line says, who B&B, right?
Yes.
Suggesting that this person still does not know why Sean Gathright is texting them or what he's texting them exactly for, correct?
It seems to be there's some confusion, yes.
And then Sean Gathright texts back, his device texts back and says 6, correct?
Yes, sir.
6 being Charles Jones.
Yes.
And if it wasn't clear, he then says fools, or Foolio, I'm assuming, right?
That's what I would assume too, sir, yes.
All right. And then it says it's his B-day and Fat Boy with him. So again, this person who has Sean Gathwright's device, whether it's Sean Gathwright or someone else, is saying that it's Charles Jones's birthday, and again, Fat Boy is with him.
That's what I'm understanding, yes, sir.
All right. And then the person who has Kyla Enright's phone, or Kyla Enright, says, not here in Jacksonville? Is that correct?
That's what I would understand, JX to mean Jacksonville.
And then Sean Gathwright's device says, nah, they're in Tampa. And then the person says, what?
Yes.
Correct? And then that person says, let me FT. Let me FaceTime, right?
Yes.
So she just does what he asks her to do, right?
Yeah, it appears, yes.
With no understanding completely of what Sean Gathwright is asking her to do, correct?
To add some context, Kayla
Please
Enright
do.
said she was drunk.
She said she
during
was
this.
drunk?
Yes, she said she was at a club and she was very, very drunk and she doesn't remember this conversation.
All right, so she's drunk and she's following instructions.
That might help understand why there seems to be some confusion in the text messaging back and forth. I'm just.
He says, but play like you don't know it. Correct?
Yes.
And the drunk Kyla Enright comes back and says, FB, Fat Boy, is going to Beezer's tonight or some shit like that. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Beezer's, probably Teasers, right?
That's the logical deduction. Yes, sir.
She was able to figure out where he was going that night.
Yes, it does believe like she got some information from Fat Boy.
All right. But that's the same information that was already known to Sean Gathright, correct?
Yes,
And would be known to someone that was looking at Charles Jones's Instagram page, correct?
correct.
But not everybody knows where Charles Jones is going to be at that night, especially not Kyla Enright. She didn't know before she did the FaceTime call, correct?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Kyla Enright did not know that Charles Jones was going to be at Teasers before she did the FaceTime call to Fat Boy, is that correct?
I have no idea whether Kyla Enright knew that Mr. Jones was performing at Teasers that night.
Sean Gathwright's device texts back and says, is he there yet? And this is at 1:28 a.m. Is that correct?
1:25 a.m., yes, sir.
Oh, sorry, yes, you're correct. And it's read at 1:28 a.m., right?
Yes.
Kyla Enright comes back with more information, and she says no.
Correct.
All right. So this is supposed to be a well-thought-out conspiracy, right?
We believe it was premeditated and planned, yes.
Planned for days, weeks, how long?
From some messages on Sean's phone, at least weeks.
At least weeks. And this goes with it. I have this. So they're planning it for weeks, and as they get to Tampa, this Sean Gathright still is like trying to figure out how he's going to find Charles Jones. Is that correct?
The pool party was not advertised weeks in advance. I don't think anyone knew in advance that there was going to be a private pool party at an Airbnb.
All right, but at some time, Charles Jones did post about being at an Airbnb, right?
Yes.
It's pretty vocal about his surroundings and where he's at throughout his stay in Tampa, right?
Yes.
He's on his Instagram posting that he's in an Airbnb, right?
Correct.
That he's drinking in an Airbnb, right? And he also is he wants individuals to come and party with him for his birthday, right?
He broadcasted advertising that he was willing to give the address to females who would DM him, yes.
All right. So these females, they did not have to be associated or affiliated with 6 Block, right?
I'm not sure what Mr. Jones' requirement was for his acceptance of the females.
All right. So you're not sure what the requirements were. Did you ask anybody that was with Charles Jones that night whether this was a 6 Block affiliated only party or whether it was open to any woman that looked good enough for them to be there?
I didn't specifically ask the people who were with Mr. Jones about what requirement a female would need to meet to be at the party, no.
All right. You have no indication that Charles Jones knew Alicia Andrews. Is that correct?
No.
All right. No, it's not correct, or no, he doesn't know?
I'm sorry, I have no evidence that Mr. Jones knew who Alicia Andrews was.
All right. And so Alicia Andrews, like any other woman, could have DM'd Charles Jones to get this address for this Airbnb. Is that correct?
We're getting into hypotheticals or theories, yes, sure.
Well, I mean, she could have taken her device and went to her Instagram and sent a message to Charles Jones, right?
I am aware that Alicia Andrews dated Kay Shorty, and so, there is probably some historical, that would, I mean, if we're going to you know, theorize about this. So do I know that Mr. Jones knew Alicia? I have no evidence of that direct knowledge. Is it possible that Mr. Jones knew who Alicia was? Yes.